It was their callous inability to what they didn't realize was a Pyrrhic victory. Okay, it was their inability, their callous inability to keep that to themselves. So, I switched the order of the words on purpose. And as we go on to the series, well, anyway, I have a schedule to keep. I'm kind of scruffy, just got out of the shower, really didn't touch up or nothing like I always do. I always look scruffy in my videos. Again, I apologize. But this is Nigeria, and we're shielding Africa, and we're shielding Nigeria, and we're taking these strings off at the same time. Yeah, anyway, so, I talked to you about Snapple. I talked to you about the symbols, the NFL, the symbols on the Pepsi. There you have your circle. And notice how it is divided. And notice how they changed the Pepsi can. And look at the symbols of the NFL. Look how many stars you have. And look, the football's in the middle, right? Everything is symbolic. Okay? Remember I talked to you about how all the good stuff is on the bottom. Okay? And if you really want the good stuff, you want milk and regular food, but those things are nice too. But anyway, the New World Order is a bunch of fucking scum. Bottom line, everyone knows that, and I can tell you that every day, all day, for 100,000 years. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So I got a lot of things to do today, so, today I might have to stop a little bit early and save the majority for Sunday, or vice versa. I'm putting off a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be putting off, and that's not good. But I think I'll be able to get back in balance, soon enough. Might take me a few fucking months, might take me a few days, a few weeks, I don't know. But doing all these videos threw me off balance, and it really got me in a zone in the spiritual world. I've been blurring out the material world on purpose and being in my own zone. And in doing so, I kind of understand how quote-unquote schizophrenic feels and how they might have got there. And I know that's not what I am, and I know that's most likely not what they are. I don't believe in mood disorders. I believe most mental disorders are made up by doctors, and all of mood disorders are made up. Some of the hallucinations, the disorders that have to do with hallucinations, like schizophrenia, some of those diagnoses have some truth in them, but they're also mixed in with this complicated farce, which is the psychiatric terminology in order to cover up what's going on. You have a voluptuous array of knowledge, and there's a lot of delicacies when it comes to knowledge there. And I thoroughly inspected it, and I delivered a very proper introduction, body, and conclusion when I was delivering my last speech. And I also knew that to get the juices of the fruit of knowledge that comes from the tree, a lot of times you have to be part of the hierarchy of one side or another. So a lot of the bad people know a lot of the stuff that I'm saying, and they use it to control people, and they're out there. There's a lot of people out there that believe that the races shouldn't mix. So just seeing me, pisses them off. And there's, I had a little talk with a skinhead guy, see where his head's at. Very typical. There's tons of white people like him. Remember I put the categories out there. I said there's, the Masons, and I said the left and the right wing, where the right wing's more KKK, the left wing is more neo-Nazis, and how the Masons include both of them, and they hold up the Zionist and royal family hierarchy. Really, it's a Jewish bloodline because it's quote-unquote, they believe it's Jesus' bloodline, a royal bloodline, and it involves the Jews, and the Zionist Jews are part of the people that have vested interest in protecting that bloodline, supposedly. So there's a lot of books. One of them was on Alex Jones. He has a 1,000-page book or something like that about the bloodlines of the Illuminati. I'm not going to really get into those. My videos is not about the bloodlines, you know. Even though I do talk about some of them, like Marquis de Sade, obviously Adams Weishaupt, Rothschild, Rockefeller. Okay, some of us don't put Rockefeller in the Illuminati. I do. From my understanding of it, which I believe is more correct than other people's, is that the Illuminati itself has a hierarchy as well. It's a macroscopic idea. It's a macroscopic symbol that you can draw parallels between that. You know, it's a macrocosm. So you know, it's basically a microscopic version of the rest of the pyramid. Boy, was I fumbling my words there so early. I'm just out of it. Can't even really say what I gotta say. But I did put enough juicy stuff in this video, so that I think I'm gonna keep it. Let's see. Maybe I'm missing here. I need to talk about. Where's my fucking notes? Oh well. I'll leave it at that. I was going through so much recently that it's hard to like keep my cool, keep my. It has nothing to do with having any problems with my brain. It's society. You have to keep fighting with society, and you can't say, okay, I'm gonna give myself this drug to get me through. That's really what drugs are. They're a temporary fix to a long-term problem, and the long-term fix is God. Really, once you have God in your life, you have to worry about taking no pills. Worry about them, forcing you to take pills. But me, I'm given a mission by God that involves certain activity, so it's different. Thank you.